wallet is heavy, you know. Listen. I'm a song again that I could night. I'm a woos I could tally out tonight. That's the gang and in the ripple. You run and zilla motel I could chicken tonight. Appetite, satisfy. Girl, give me chance, I'll blow your mind. Say all I saw, show you ya.
Excuse me, posinga. Lava when panana, when jaka. Nueraga, twala bada. Twagoba, twagoba. I need a man that can love me. Love, this is sovereignty. I take the gula na fancy. We're sorting, we're loading, we're not for no wrong coding. It's not the way, give me what I need, give me what you need, boy, go away. Now cause I service it, my body, my looks, they could touch them with fire.
Girl, you got me feeling hard on some balance, I'm feeling blind. Hey, I'm going to all about twazi, who are we holding and Sunday Muchupa. Balumia, Bagala extra man, Bagala Musikila Musete, you play your mind. Mateka Kanye, why you subira nyama kwa sama peda. Good evening, people. Network over here, I got for a broadcast. Mugambe, wallet is it no matter what you ask to let I go. Manabade Mubagala in a do. Stella, teasing and go Bomotala, a shopping, a waving, a finish line by buying a stepping. Bella, Stella, a teasing and go Bomotala, a shopping, a waving, a finish line by buying a stepping. Just running up, think as she said. She thinks she give up like that, you know. No, you tell her this. Tell her the wallet is heavy. Yeah. Whatever hurry, I don't flow. Mugambe, wallet is it one no matter what she asked to let her go. Whatever them Mubagala in a do. No matter what she asked to let her go. What it is, it's a woman now, them Bagala Linando. Stella, Stella, artising and go Mutala, a shopping, a Wamala, no waving, a finish line, bye, now stepping up.
It's not the way,
Give me what I need.
give me what you need, boy.
Way.
Cause I service it, my body, my looks, they could touch them with fire.
Artising, a shopping, she waves away, then she steps away. They got to tell you that, you know, she walks away, you know, she goes. That's what she say every time. But tell her the wallet is heavy. Okay, man. Tasha. Hi, guys. How are you today? How is your Saturday going? I hope you guys are celebrating being alive till this day. Some people have not made it this far. Some people died yesterday. Some people didn't even expect to die because they were not sick. Their families were surprised that, hey, girl, you are food day. Ninga teba genzi. Yeah, can celebrate being alive. Okay, man. I love the girl. She don't, she want me. She don't, she want me. But I tell her. Yes, I tell her. Rachon nimbon ninza. Rachon nimbon ninza. Rachon nimbon ninza. Rachon nimbon ninza. Tell you my number one, that's all can nakugamba ne gulyo mako bagwa. I tell you that, but you don't care. You don't give a damn, you don't dare. My number one girl, you rule my world. You took my heart, never a part, but you make me beg. You make me beg. Every time I come over, you make me beg. But why? Why? Money mutia. Today is Sisi Moroka. Kabachokene Moroka Sikamanyi. For those that don't know, I drive a Vitz, by the way. I drive a Vitz, the very one that I was driving before. It's just a different one. The very Vitz I was driving. It's just a different one. Yeah, people keep asking me afovuga Moroka. Chivuga ka Vitz. Na yagara mu Vitz rukumye. Na ina manyi. What you guys are looking for? Actually, yesterday we were talking with Mama Aban. My glasses so I went and got them repaired, but I didn't know. It's one of the lessons, by the way. It's one of the lessons. So I'm driving a Vitz and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying 1000cc, by the way. This is very good. Although the 1000cc that I'm driving is much better than the 1000cc from the past. You remember those old model Vitz? The 1000cc then is not the same as the 1000cc right now. Why? First of all, this is a CVT. It has a CVT gearbox. Means CVT gives the car some extra power. 1.0 here is Joano in a sentence jigure Moroka yange nganji kola nze Moroka za nzikole ebyakabi era no ligaye yagula kali aka Moroka kange nagenda okulaba man nengamba kale katwale njagenda ntetenkanye ate Joan, this is new. It's new. So but anyway guys, how are you? The network has done us injustice the other side, so I'm going to actually turn off the engine for now, turn off these lights. Let me see the impact we have here. Not so bad. I think let me just, if I do that, we have a little better light. So I'll turn off the engine and then we go on with our broadcasting energy because one network is okay. So how are you? How is the rest of 2023 taking you? Personally, I find 2023 to be okay. I've had a lot of challenges, by the way. The fact that I smile doesn't mean I've not had. I had challenges. Challenges that can literally make you give up the things you're trying to do. But we need to keep going. Antonio, Happy New Year. Joan, hi. Nkurabye neri Joan kanetwa anga akatusumbua. Mutumba Pade, how are you? Network ayina kuzino muganda wange. Kagofu nkarabye. Maziga merere. Arthur, which cars can one look at with a budget of 10 to 12 with engine size 1.8 min 8? Vista 12 million is not a lot of money though. Okay, it's a lot of money. Bobanga gwanonya, but it's not a lot of money for a car these days. So ngambie Vista, which other car am I thinking about? Right now ne moro ketagenda kusumula atagenda ba Vista kumpi. Because Vista jaji funanga ampia. You can also get like the Raum new model bobo funyo mukisa. Obuzi mwero ndamu number. Senga mulekera okwero ndamu number, you guys would get a lot of cars. Kati obuzi you can get a Forester, like the first version of the Forester. Tojafuna the newest model, which tegera. But you can literally get the Forester. Ya Airtel swaza abantu bange nze nange simancha jikoli de kati ngenda kwera no broadcast paka bwene which tegera. So Bukenya Abe, how are you? Habart 2024 should find us with a better ISP. Airtel isn't. I'm trying to figure that out. I tried MTN, guys. You remember nengula neka MiFi card, but MTN was literally doing the same thing. So I don't know what to do so far. Yeah, network sigena vawo no by the ngenda kuba broadcast yange ya 1 hour wanumvawo nge with the Paul Banaria deep in coffee. How are you people? Funny lifestyle, how are you? You are tired of the music. Munange gwe nyina ye wange. Nathan, how are you? Hamim, how are you? Paul Banaria, how are you? Baiga Anet, 15 million. I need a good car. UB Sagara UA. Auntie Anet, the thing is, if you want a UB car, a car in UB series with 15 million and Ojavuga Moroka Ngachi. Jezidi, by the way, 15 million Osorofuna Subaru Forester, Outback, Legacy, Osorofuna Moroka Chawe ndala. Yeah. Baba mo UB. Osorofuna oyinza ofuna rawumu old model nga mu UBA awo mukisa kusobola okukwata n'ofuna wish UBA. Which car am I looking at? 15 million. Seyenta. Sort of funa Vits like the one I drive. Sort of funa ngabera woman jogedeko. I think I'm looking at cars here. Let me see. Chances are high you can also get a Primo new model UBA. Tezina kusuka UBA bobo jifunye. And then all the other old cars you can get at 15 million UB series. 15, you know, you don't have to be too picky about it. You can to Jagamba UB series or UBD, UBA. Majority of the cars you'll get at 15 million Gazini UB series, Jakubera UBA. Which again, Paul Banaria, what happened to the Vits you had just recently? Munai, one of my followers took it, by the way. One of my followers took it. Twajituramga tukola inspection, naga nego jitunda mekeni. Natuka nange nentendo wayo nange ndi muntu. Nakatwara nange nenga kangene funa akalala. Mbo atone bakwera bila mu kyalo. Keep Films, how are you? Steve Barros, how are you? Henry K, how are you? Steve Barros, Obadeka yaka 4 minutes. Chigozi Stanley, Kwetulinyo, today's live, I've just bumped into it na ye. I only leave and comment and watch it later. Amina. Conceited hello from Moroto Karamoja. Wish everyone. How is Moroto conceited? Chigozi Stanley Agamba. Amina. Joseph Oscar Mugerwa. Amina. Baiga Annette. Amina. Council Patrick Asiku. How are you? Joshua. Buvitsi Bwaku. Vitse Woma. Nzembabulida. I be driving this car, small car, and I'm on the same road with someone driving a 4000cc car. Of course, I can't go as fast as them, but I'm Jideka. Carina UAZ. I don't know the Carina you're talking about, but the Carina is the same car as a Primo, so it's a good car. It's literally the same car. You buy Wojisanga and Nunjo Atura. If you find the Carina very good, just buy. It has no problem. It's literally the Primo. So I've officially done more than 50 inspections in the year 2023, which means I've done on average 1 inspection per week. Which again, I've officially done at least 1 inspection per week. 1 inspection per week. That's a very good achievement. Thank you guys for supporting Arthur. Thank you for supporting for the love of cars. Now I'm about to inspection na Arthur ngo yagera gule moroka. Next year charges ginabira mitwala anamwe for inspection. Anamwemeka anamwetano. Lwachi? Because all expenses have gone up. Buli chimu mafuta gali nye kugaba buli chimu kiri nye. Anamwemeka anamwetano gunomaka gubadde mitwalo ana. Next year it's going to be 450 for the first day, an extra 50,000 if you go into day 2, and after day 2 every day will be charged 150. Why am I saying that? With my experience, I've done inspections for more than a year now, and I can tell you that if you have the right budget for the right car, also if you want the right car for the right budget, day 1 is enough. All the people betugenze ngojeka aba bond, because the bond cases are different, and in fact with the bond people, if we go into day 2, we are going into day 2 because we are spoiled of choices. But still ero muntu wa bond emitwala atano si sente nga nonye moroke nungi. Abantu ebali en abagula, for you guys that buy used cars, the reason why we go into day 2 and 3 and 4 is because you have small money and you want a very sportless car. So normally when I tell you guys this is the amount you need to have to buy this kind of car in this kind of condition, remember mulowoza ansaga. I remember there is a lady, you guys remember the lady we bought a Nua with, it was a UBD. I would tell them tutanka inspection kumacha. Yena akera kumacha na soka atambula buli wali moroka. Bwebi mulema orunali okajja okitegeera ne tugenda tunonye moroka. The day 1 we got a car for this person tunga moroka nje tuyinogura ku sente zino encha mukeere, but not tunye option, and we look at them. So the next day she had I think a relative of hers. The next day they went, still they did the same thing they did yesterday. They came to me at 3 p.m. after I had even given up on them. They came to me at 3 p.m. and they said now we are here. Then I don't have another car. You have come late. Let's go and pay for the other car. They had already seen all the cars in the market were either too expensive or not as good as the one we saw. So I've realized that majority of the time, the reason why we're going to day 2 is 1, you're late. 2, you don't have the right amount of money for the car you want, because what wokwagala ekirungi nenga sente zoina tezikigula okitegeera. That's why I normally tell you guys that me, I buy the cars I can afford. I don't buy the cars I want. Nze mmanya nti I have 20 million buys this car, I buy that. Nze sepa mpalika. That's why you see I'm driving a Vitz and I'm very comfortable with it. It's actually a very, very, very comfortable car. So and yes, it's 1000cc, but I can tell you I overtake. I go uphill properly and SC and I have no problem. I can put my 4 passengers properly and we are 5 people. As long as the luggage can fit in the boot, we are very, very comfortable. So you want to buy a Vitz and people are discouraging you, ka Vitz kamoro kakatono, don't let them discourage you. It's a very nice car. I drove the other one. I got this one and I'm very because the first thing I do when I buy my cars is I go to Toyota Uganda and I buy plugs. Plugs I buy 3 plugs at 270,000. I put money in my cars. Plugs, how many of you guys have ever put plugs that cost you more than 60,000? Makanika wangu olumagala ajira abantu tukolede inspection nabagambo atha mu vehicle abasereza bwerere. But I can tell you plugs za Toyota zanjawulo nyo. Yeah. King Daniels, how are you? 2024, we are inspecting a Mark X. I'm jumping from 1.8 to 2.5. Tugende tugule motoka Habat. Yeah. Kati abata sobodde gula moroka mu 2023 2024 tulina gule moroka abaine moroka emu mu 2023 2024 twagala yakubiri kati nyine moroka biri Corolla yange sinza na kujjaho Corolla. Let me tell you one thing, Corolla ine mwe mwana banganja agala enywa kye kimu ne Vitz ekyo nakikonfaminze enywa kye kimu ne Vitz eno atenge no Vitz mpya eri sisi 1000 eri Corolla mugireke sagala ajogera nako eyo yingi ni erimu ne bwene efanja gula yingi ni ndala ngitekemu aloyo agambye naika inspection fee keko Joan keko. You people, you don't know the kind of value my service gives you people. Zimbabwe what we abantu benta so kubbiwa. Let me tell you the story. You know the people that we helped, we went to buy a wish wheel. Twagenda ngamba tuligendeke wabakuli tulabe moroka ngamba we namba yo wabakuli nga omusojo omubroke wabakuli eyo nga batamuza mamotoka. Twagenda ogendo tambula mamotoka gebagira nga bagala bidde wali be moroka nga yavundu bwe bamanya ati omuntu ajja kugiraba kye basooka okukola gitokosa osanga etokota ng'esirise naye nga yingi ni nvundu emoroka. Let me tell you one thing, you guys, majority of the cars in Mukatali zibadde zivuga taxi ye Masaka Embarara Embali naddala mu abagala okugula wish era mukati mumpe sente. If you want to buy a wish sijui Ipsam sijui Nuwa is a moroka zivuga taxi up country. Kati majority of you guys are going to buy taxi cars. Munkwate bulungi. After how much would the Toyota Passo cost me from the bond? Jibadile million depending on where you buy. Atenze mumanyi. Nze muneko ategokwata mkwasi kasente kango kabo ngaye atha tugende tugule moroka. Naddala mu aba bond. Ka Passo kayinza okuma yake million nga 18 oba 17 oba 19 abamba zitulina 25 by the way. Naye kati nze nkuwa price eya Arthur. A price eya Arthur. Good evening, King Daniels, Joshua, and Paul Banaria. My problem, I love speed. I find 1000cc ngachibulamu. Auntie Yusef, what was speed you are taking to Kuta? Let me tell you one thing. 80 kilometers per hour in a Vitz is the same as 80 kilometers per hour in a Harrier Kawundo. It's still 80 kilometers per hour. These speed meters are standard. Kati tebakulimba nti speed ya Ipsam yanjawulo ku ya Vitz. Speed esigala ye mpozi kye wali gambe nti you love power. Nti oyagala bwo simbula bwoti owulira ekibuli ky'emmoroka nga kisimbudde. That's the difference. Anyway, I've officially been able to do more than 50 pre-purchase inspections in 2023. I can tell you that there is no place where they sell cars in Kampala that I don't know. Tewali yo. I know all those places. I know places that have bad cars. I know places that have accident cars. I know places that have taxi cars. Jabagenda ne basubuleyo nga zibadde zivuga kigege oba nga zibadde zivuga taxi eyo nga wishe ezo nadia ipsamu. I know every place that era kyobula naganze si inspecting amoroka y'emachindi nze nga Arthur jezirye nnungi naye emachindi engendo gendayo nga manyo ina sente ezigula imoroka ennungi emoroka ennungi ez'emachindi eza bay. If every time you find someone telling you a car is cheap, simanye eri kumuganzirwaza, eri Kibuye, eri Makindye, eri Busabala, eri Munyonyo, eyo nze sigenda ku moroka za raisi. Bwoba olina milioni 25 kwambuka Makindye moroka ennungi gyeziri. Naye mwe ababeera ne milioni 10-12 muba ngambe simanya eyo genda yo wekka ezo sente za inspection tozimpa saagala kunkyawa, saagala kunkubya abantu beeyo. Bwe banandabako nga baga kiikyo mu kikube. Ndeka emoroka ennungi enkadde ziri mu bantu nga Arthur. Ontegeera kye nkugamba. Yeah, anyway, I've done 53 purchase inspections this year. On average, that is one inspection per week. Wadde nyina week zembadde nga sikola inspection. Naye nga nyina ate week zenkolamu inspection nga 5. Kati bw'okola average, that's an inspection per week. 53, the last, they are like, nyina inspection janakola ya Primo, Jesap, I did not publish that car. Then there are 2 people that I did inspections for, and one ended up not buying because of the advice I gave them. Then there is another one, twakora inspection nga sente zenton. He had to come back for day 2. He did not come back. He went and bought a Raum old model. I have no idea how that ended up. Naisimanyi lwaki yagula Raum old model. Nali mufun David's new model. I have no idea why he bought a Raum old model. I don't recommend you buy a Raum old model. So anyway, and then the other people, about the 53 inspections, beba yesterday, now. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. We went to the bond. Baba de bagara guda moro kankade 18 kwabi. Nebaga na ibamba mwina 20 million. Why don't you make around 25 and we buy another car? I took them to the bond. And in Ibaraba, they were there where they were mesmerized. Buying the bond. Oh, Ngabuli moro kabagara kujigura. Ngabuli moro kabagara jigura. Nimba reka nimbaga msoke mwetereze mulabe sente bwe mba muziweza zibaba saba izimumpite tulondeme moroke nungi. So they did not call me. They told me they are going to sort themselves, but aboba sente baziweza. So anyway, so when nakomene bagamba day 3 will have to be paid for. It's only fair that you pay for my day 3. Which tegira. Era beba benda bagamba bakubira omuntu wabwe ali ebwe ne bagamba mga Arthur tutembi moroke bikadinga bibantu teyo because it was their brokers. So anyway, yesterday ne bagamba mumenyewo chemayo gana nabatu anabimoroke bikadinga. Musajja mumweze voice noting na apulira. Ntimba tute mu motoke empya mwe ne eremesa. Era ne simanyo ba voice note yatuse na inchi manja araba broadcast eno either today or tomorrow or the other day. So if you're watching this muzei gwecho manya nti abantu bonzenda batute mu moroke eze empya iza raisi bananga buli moroka bajagara alfadi ya meka extra hero ya meka drone ya meka oh banange era mu abantu 124 mumpe wika sente gwecho manya nti if you have the right money for the right car, one day is enough for you to get a car. Obe wa moroka nkadde obe wa mpya ne bobo yagala kibina gobo noba ne million mukaga tujja funa kibina office ne sente okisegeera. Yeah, so just make sure that atesiga nti moroka ejja kuba ya million 4 gwe nojja ne 2 chovala baba mu mbagoba abamankubira amasimu nga munaito ompa sente zo. The other thing I discourage you guys from doing okujjako ng'omuntu goyina omumanya asalawo tompereza bantu bo batasalawo kujja kunoonya motoka. Ekira kye discouraging, don't be going to buy a car and you send me 4 people. For what? Nabagamba I want to move with the maximum of 2 people. People that can decide. Don't send me your entire family. Mugenda gula motoka ndeka. Don't send me your entire family. Buli muntu abeera munga ategeera lulwe. Okitegeera. Oli mulimu abantu abamanyi. Mulimu kati I'll give you an example. Waliwo abantu betubadde nga tukola nabo. Ne bajja n'omuntu nga mu broker ye mwennyini naye nga tebamanyi. Like I'll give you an example. There are people that came to me. We were doing inspections. Olinga agamba goloza tetumanyi bibanda bya moroka gye biri. Lwaki otusaba ezo sente zonna ne mugamba omanyi temumpa sente zammwe mugende mu bibanda byammwe mugule emmotoka. Ne mbava nako ntandika okukola ebyange emandi awo ng'ate bakomyewo. Kati ono omwami nga buli moroka gye tufuna agamba moroka mbi. We can get a better car. Moroka mbi. We can get a better car. Nemba gamba mumanyi day one we did not get a car, they go. Kumbe yeja agenza kunonya. One thing that those you people don't know is that leave the brokers that don't like me alone. They are good brokers that actually like me. So this guy goes somewhere there, he's asking for cars. Wechegeda. Mbandi yango mbroka ankubida. Atha. Na eno mwami twamulabye na waliye na ali mukubuza motoka. Ayagala njawulo. Fe tumukolere ki? Ochitegera. The brokers themselves were calling me, telling me about this person. Ono mwami twamulabye otambula na yegulo. Naye ate wuno akomyewo agamba ayagala sente. But some of you come with people nga mulowooza mbutuufu babagaliza, which should be the right thing. I know kubanga akwagaliza. Nenga ate abantu abamu be mujja nabo ku inspecting emmoroka. But nze mbagaliza n'okusinga abantu ng'omuntu gozze naye golowooza nti muganda wo ng'ate nze nkwagaliza okusinga oyo bw'akwagaliza. So please don't bring me more than 2 people for inspection. Gwe n'omuntu omulala. If you're not in the country, 2 people should be enough. 2 people are enough to know. One should be with aesthetics, then the other one can look at the other things. Ochege tompereza actually abantu abajanga banji ever tebagula motoka. That's one thing I realized. Ne bajanga banji anti buli omu abana ideas ze. Waliwo amanye motoka ya anti weje yali avuga yennungi, waliwo na amanye ya boss we ku mulimu yennungi, waliwo alowooza anti motoka nafunyo. Buli muntu ajja ne ideas ezize. That's why if people know what they want, they always get a car in one day if they have the right amount. Anyway, tugende lessons I've learned in 2023. Of course, that's one of the lessons. The more the merrier doesn't apply when you're buying a car. The more the merrier doesn't apply. The other lesson I've learned that you guys should take, when you go to a bond to buy a car, the less people you have with you, the less money you will spend in buying your car. The more people you have with you, the more money you're going to spend. I'm not talking about the people you come with from home, the people you find in those bonds. But wono sango muntu mkuna boso yagarachi na kutambuza oyo bagenda mu sente mu office. That's one thing I'm telling you. Ebya bintu nalino sibimanyi. Na the more I've gone to the bonds to see, ugenda okulaba abantu tebavaawo. Tebanyega naye tebavaawo. Kumbe yo muyindi oba nanyine kutunda mmotoka abalaba abamanyi nti oli mu broker n'oli mu broker n'oli mu broker nga sente azigatta kugweza ogula. That's one lesson. When you go to a bond to buy new cars, abantu bokaboze nabo mu mmotoka de wandi bado bwemba mufunyo extra person mufuno omuntu omu mu bond ezo mulimu abantu ababera ku musara nga bali abantu babasasula. Okitegera nga they are sales people but they get money from the offices. Kati aba abantu tebaba nego jagenda n'ababuloka 20 ezo sente bazipayiringa kugwe. Otandiko gamba, I think that it's the thing that happened with Gideon. Gideon Mviri or IST. Yagamba, I think he overpaid for his IST. We recently bought an IST at 34 million. 34 million. Yagure yoba 38. I don't know if the ISTs were expensive then, but I doubt. Because even 34 is a very high price for the IST. Looking at the value that it gives the person. But anyway, so the more people you have with you, the more money you're going to pay in the bond. The other lesson I've learned doing pre-purchase inspection for people is that you guys have money. Temudamuna kwenyoma. Temudamu kwenyoma. Yes, I time to time I keep telling you, togula moroka kwe marako sente. But if you have the money to buy a new car, lwaki ogule nkadde? Otegera kyemba gamba. Now, you realize that old cars zebaziwa price. Osobola okusanga emmoroka y'omuboni nga ya $2.5 nga yeebweru etambuddeko emyezi 2.27. That's one. Ekyo ekintu kigamanya abantu abaza okugula emmoroka eziri mu $2 and above. Naye temwagala kuwulira. A car in the bond will be 25 and an old car outside will be 27. Why? Because the car outside, a person has put extras, sport rims, simanya radio, simanya bichi. It can be much more expensive than the car in the bond. Nengate, if you went and bought a car from the bond, you can do some of these things in put sport rims if you want, put new tires if you want, put a perfume if you want, put an Android radio if you want. That's if you have more than 20 million. Nyina million 23, nyina million 25. Kyogule moroka enkadde. Some of you can be there having 25 million, not anko kwenu anti zenjagala kawundu. Ebyo bye baguze moroka enkadde. Bera ne million 25, genda mu bond nonye moroka kizensobola okugula million 25 bazikula genti eno neno. Olondeko gy'oyagala. ovuge emmotoka nga gwaje etandikidde ebyo atabagala tabagamba okitegeera because and the reason why I tell you this nze ate nkufuna mu kingo oguze emmotoka enkadde okujjako okumbonyaabonya because majority of you guys emmotoka temunkubirangako ng'emmotoka namu nti owaaye Arthur nkutereddeko omusanvu guugwo emmotoka namu nnyo teri yali ankubidde. Every time you guys call me back after pre-purchase inspection emmotoka bwebaako kyefudde. And some of you guys, you need to understand this is another lesson. A car is a machine, it will die. Okay, you see, I can be starting my car from here nenjivuga mu nenva 1 kilometer nekutuka olukoba tekitegezande emmotoka nfu. Olukoba is a moving part. Tusobola okubanga lubadde wona yenduke benda ko lwange lukaaba bwe mba ntandika emmotoka. So olukoba it's moving, so it can get worn out at any time. Waliwo yankubye nangamba Arthur emmotoka sinnagivuga yadde emyezi 5 bush yakubye nemugamba omanya abantu amumbulwa nekyembaddamu. One thing you need to understand, a car is a machine, it moves mu potholes e Kampala kiba kizibu vuga mmotoka mwezi netabaako kyeyonoona ebimwe jja byono n'obitegeerewo ebiralo jalwawo kubitegeera otegeera kyenkugamba. So oli yankubira emmotoka naye sinnagivuga bbanga ddene bush yayonoonese. Bush is a rubber. For the guys that don't know, a bush is a rubber. Naye emmotoka mpya gyenvuga yino ne wheelspan ekyali mu luggi driver tegendanga mu buutu era omuntu gwe John agala okwepanka okungulako emmotoka yange nga ya beeyi. So anyway, a bush is a rubber. Olaba if for example bali bakola emmotoka eno nga baagala okugata wheelspan eno to another part, they put a bush to join these two parts. Why? Because these two parts are metals, the bagala metals zikole sound. So they put a bush here so that if the car is moving, we don't have sounds there. Now, every time your car hits a pothole or a hump, it's the bush that gets the impact. Bush egenda kuyulika kati oli guy yankubye nangamba ne ate emmotoka sinnagivuga yadde ebbanga bush yafudde like goyo omugamba kinga ovugira ku nguudo z'e Kampala bwe ziba nnaku 2 bush eyo esobola okukola ki bush eyo esobola okufa. So it's important that you learn. Nze inspection zenkoze omwaka guno lesson endala gyenjize mu 53 inspections zenkoze omwaka guno lesson endala gyenjize, people that have a lot of money don't give headaches. And this can go a cut across ewaka mu families, mu business. People that have money tibatawanya. Actually nange nagenda okulaba gyekoma okufuna akasente ndekera okuwa abantu stress because ebizibu ebyesente biggwa. Money problems can get solved by that way. Today I was watching, I think it was a Muslim preacher ngagamba osabanga nnyo mukama nakuwa ebizibu by'essente ate naawe n'oba ne ssente kuba ebizibu ebitali bya ssente tebiggwa. Mwali mubaddeko n'omulwadde wakanga munoonya ekimuluma temukiraba nga ssente zimujjanjaba weeziri naye ng'ekimuluma tewali akitegeera. So you should pray to God to give you money problems. So the people that have money don't really disturb us, not at all. Ekisooka bwe muba munoonya emmotoka nga mumanyi nti budget ejimala bulungi mweronda n'okweronda. You remember the Noah we bought it at around 18.5. Tuba kubanga tulina 17 million Noah twali tetusobola gigula. Twaliguze Noah etali nnungi nga gye twagula. Why? Because of our budget. Omuntu oli yalina ssente ze n'agula Noah ebana Noah yali mpya. Na ate nno kyewunyisa twagigula mu kibanda ewa Bakuli. Wennyini wembaga nti waliyo wish nga USZ nga nnungi okusinga zi UB. Bano ne bagaana okugula USZ nga baagala UB. Naye nga USZ mpya ne boogisako UBH eyitawo. People that have money tebasumbwa. That's another lesson I've learned. Take it however you want. But people that don't have money, nze bwe nkugamba nti emmotoka eyo gy'oyagala egenda costinga $15,000,000 kwate $15,000,000 olyoka ojje ewange. Bwe nkugamba nti ya 13 tojja na $12,000,000 kummalako mirembe because okuba kummalako mirembe tujja funa emmotoka eri mu $12,000,000 ebeemu ebifu byerimu onyiigire. That's why majority of the time when we buy cars I will tell you emmotoka tugiguze simbi naye erimu kino nekino ogenda bikola okitegeera. And why do I tell you those things? I tell you those things so that I make your mind ready for you to know that okay, you're going to fix some things. Olumune sente nenzigamba nti ogenda teekamu sente bweziti okitegeera. The other thing I've realized, okay, this is a lesson I've learned. I thought it was only with me, but it's with everyone. Omuntu agenda n'agula emmotoka ye, when they buy their car they expect it to be perfect because to them they are new. The car is new. So they expect that car to be new. Eno emmotoka ogiraba, eno emmotoka nagijja mu bond. ene motoka najijja mu bondi mbasi nagivuga ya the weeks ebiri bushes ziri main bushes bazita control bushes neziyulika nenteka mu bush empya mitwalo 7 esatu kitundu wategeera nenjiwanika nenjisamu spring okujiwanikamu ku muntu atamanyi bintu bya moroka abala be moroko olwe musumbuwa nnyo yasinga okubonabona mu nsi. That's one thing I've seen with inexperienced car owners. I bought new plugs 270 for 3 plugs nenziteekamu from Toyota okitegeera then ekira kyenakola nateekamu tinti nga bwayulika. Inexperienced people ne never mnengamba tinti mukoye nengula ceramic wabeyi netekamu ceramic era omuntu ayinza okwepaka moroka yango jigula nze simanyi ceramic tint ono bamita ceramic aba wabeyi bamutekamu ne blower nga mumanyi oyo okitegeera nenkowa tint oli owalaisa ayulika nenkola ki nemutekamu. So there are things that you're going to do with your car nebonobo jiguze mbond. And I've told you even bond cars are old ne moroka zo mu bondi nkadde so ojjagigulayo olumu ebintu bife teweekyawa sigwalina ebizibu ebisinze gwende moroka eyo ojijje mu bondi neefa nga kyo osobola okukola ekyo ekifudde neesigala ng'etambula. On my TikTok I've seen people share experiences. Someone said Uganda oba yagula moroka ki emiliyoni 120 nemukeeta nga bagigula 2. Imagine okola lose emiliyoni 10 waliwo yagamba taata we yagula extra miliyoni 9 atuko jituna nga bamuwa 12. You guys don't joke. People have made losses. Waliwo omuntu nga yagule moroka last week mu bondi ngesawe neri mu garage eremeddemu tetambula okitegeera. So I've also learned doing the 53 inspections I've done this year. I've also learned that people have problems. While you're there thinking you have a lot of problems, people have more problems than you. So I think every problem now that I go through, I know that it could be worse. Senga bavuge moroka yange ne kutulo rukoba. Netulunonya ne walwetanga lwa bay. I know that it could be worse. Orukobo rwange silwa timing at least. Lwa charging na water pump. Okitegeera. So I know that it could be worse. So buli kizibu ekikutuukangako naddala mu abaagala emmoroka n'ogula emmoroka neebaako ekizibu kyetuukako naye nga you can solve it with money. Weebaze Mukama. Abasajja bavuga emmoroka ezo Golf, Volvo, Mercedes Benz, Nissan, Honda bavuga emmoroka simanya Mazda bavuga emmoroka it gets a problem nga ne bwaba ne miliyoni emu tezikimala n'aba ne miliyoni ze 3 na importing a party eyo gye bamugamba nti importing emmoroka neegaana okutereera. So if you have a problem with your car and it's a money problem nga kisobola okuggwa weebaze Mukama. Nabanyumiza the time I suffered with my Corolla nalina akasamu engine emmoroka ngeuza amaanyi ekintu kye yali tekola nga nyina sente ezisobola okukanika ebintu naye nga bye bakanika tebabiraba. Makanika wange nga tamanyi kigenda mu maaso na mmoroka nengenda makanika balala 3 kyusa pressure kyusa clutch oba gearbox yenfu naye nze in my experience emmoroka ya manual gearbox ne bwefa tebuza amaanyi ekirwadde nga kibuze until nentuuka n'okwagala ntunde emmoroka ngende mu bondi bampole emmoroka paka we nagamba naye if I get a problem with my body do I sell the body or I get to the hospital and get a solution? That's when I decided to get another mechanic. Sure enough that mechanic solved that problem. These are lessons that I've learned personally in inspection. Then the other thing I've learned with as I went on to do inspection is that every time you buy a car, have some reserve money. And I'm happy that majority of you guys that come to do inspection with me, you always have reserve money. Have some reserve money on you to do some things you want to do, especially if you're buying. Olaba nafa bagule moroka empya kati. Kuba kati nze ndi mumpya. Sijja bagamba nti enkadde nkyazigula. Nzigula by the way. Nzigula bweba mu bbeeyi ennungi nga ndaba erimu obusuubuzi nze njigula. Naye kati ne bw'obanga ogenze mu bondi, emmoroka eya bondi naye ebaamu obukulaakola. I'll give you an example. Nagule emmoroka eno okuva mu bondi. Wadde bagibanja. Nagule emmoroka eno okuva mu bondi. Mujjukire ne rivisi gye nalina eriko ebbanja. Lye nali nkyasasula oli n'agigula. Okitegeera nengera nenzija yenda nga nayo eriko ebbanja naye nze kati sitya mabanja nze mu byempisemu mu nsi kati ontiisa amabanja. So anyway, the other thing I've learned, ne bw'ojja moroka mu bondi ejja kubaamu obukolo obutono beerawo n'akasente kati enemoroka nga bwe mugiraba nagijjayo mu wiiki yennyini mwe nagijjirayo nenjiteekamu plugs amitwalo 27. That's more than a quarter a million. Nyenteekamu bush tugenda okuyingira mu $500,000 nenjiwanika tuyingidde $500,000 tugiyise namu $500,000 okitegeera. Kyekiralawo kyenakola mulowooza nno sibi ebyo nenjiteekamu alamu okitegeera because saagala banzibeko obutaala okitegeera. So there are so many things that you need to know, but it doesn't matter where you're buying your car. Always have car reserve money to do the things to make it to your liking, because buli muntu alina ekintu kyayagala mu mmoroka okitegeera. Buli muntu alina ekintu kyayagala. Then the other thing I've learned, you guys that go to the bond to buy cars, ekintu kya push to start myaka mu mmoroka, these modern cars teweesiba nnyo ku kintu kyakwagala kugula mmoroka ya push to start. Although a push to start car is a good car, push to start cars also have their own troubles. Olaba wano nga wemparkinze waliwo transformer, emmoroka ya push to start esobola ogaana olaba ekisumuzo kanda oba ekyakiraba surprisingly naye emanyi ogaana okulaba ekisumuzo. Push to start cars have this button, these keys. Now this key has an immobilizer. You push, the car senses this and starts. Now I remember I was in Chanja. For people that live in Chanja, you know this problem is common with push to start cars. Emmoroka neegaana okukuba neegaana olaba ekisumuluzo. Then I hadn't known that this is a secret key. Sali mweno nali mweri vitse endala. You push a button and then you get this secret key. Now this key is there to enable you open the car in case this thing either runs out of battery or if it the car doesn't sense it. Nenjigulawo netusindika emmoroka eno ng'era okinze n'empiira ewamu netugisologiza mu direction until one of the people that lives in the neighborhood came and told me emmoroka eyo kwata ekisumo kisembeze ku sensor n'ekiraba. Then I learned, because that's the place we shot the other pilot from. Nenjiga. So emmoroka za push to start nazo zina problems azo. Now there are also people that tend to think that emmoroka ya push to start olitasobola jigula bagigula. So that's why you need an alarm. Nzera nateekamu alarm nti emmoroka eno eyange ogiwulira nange mwenyini olumwenkanga kati gwe kubamu akafaananyi omubbi ajja okwemakulira ku mmorokayo emmoroka giteekemu alarm. It doesn't matter what car you drive, as long as that car is valuable to you. Ng'ebintu ebiriko bya bbeeyi gigulire alarm oginstalling. Nze alarm ezange za $20,000 za $21,000 nga installation yewedde. Then ekirala kye nabagamba, one thing I've also learned, put a tracker in your car. It will give you peace of mind. You don't get 20 million, 25 million, put it in a car and then you treat it like it's not important. Buy a tracker. Tracker zange za $3,500. With those trackers, you can track your car on the phone. You can turn off the engine on the phone. You can see where the car has been in the past. Kilometers yatambula, speed zebadde etambula. Put a tracker in your car. Put a tracker in your car. It will give you a peace of mind. Lwaki parking emmoroka ewannosigala nga ofuluma ebweru okugiraba. When you put a tracker in your car, all you have to do is open your phone. Buli wawulira nga weeralikidde oba bagibbi, open your phone. Weeri gwegoze essimu eri okitegeera. With the tracker you don't need a push to start, you don't need the secret button. Some people think a secret button, ate emmoroka zaffe za push to start, secret button mbi nnyo nnyo, ejja kulabisa nnyo, ejja kusumbua. So with the tracker, when you have a tracker in your car, you can even turn off the engine ng'ogenda kwebaka with your phone ng'oli tasobola gitandika paka ng'otanze. Let me tell you, ate fe tukweka tracker bannange era mujje mumpagire munguleko tracker gobo ine emmoroka yo wagisa $15,000. You know, the thing you have to imagine is if they take your car like this, ne bwe ba $12,000, that is $12 million they have taken out of your pocket. Do you understand? So if you get your $12 million, gwenga the only security you have is the key. Nga kisumuluzo kyokka security gy'olina ku bajja gitwalo ojja kumbuulira. Nzijukira omwami wano twamuyambako okugula Ipsam. We inspected his Ipsam. Temugana ete wayitadde tracker mmoroka Ipsam bazibba. Ipsam tebazibba. N'agenda yali eweeyo up country mugende. Omwami agenda ate mulowooza Ipsam tebagibba. Ipsam bamala ogibba ankubira ku makya ssaawa nga 2. Olwo ali mu parking bimusobedde. Mr. Arthur gyebaleko. Emmoroka yange nno bagibbi kati nkoze ntya? Ne mugamba ate kati okoze otya gula emmotoka endala. Because we all know that if your car is stolen in Uganda and by chance you find it, you're lucky. If your car is stolen in Uganda, just buy another car. Era bwe yankuya ne mugamba munnange tegekeza inspection tugere tugule emmotoka endala. Tekyali mu mutima mubi. I knew the chances of recovering his car were very slim. Okitegeera era teyagi recovering paka kati ali kubigere. So when you buy a car, the lesson I've learned in 2023, put a tracker, put an alarm. The alarm is to protect all these other things that can be taken, buttons, radio, side mirrors. If I engage my alarm, let me engage it for you Mujiwuli. I've engaged. That's what it will do. That's what it will do. That's what it will do if I am it. If the doors open, let me show you. But that's the army is. The army is an old is good. That's why it's not working. It's already sensing the door is open. But anyway, you guys get the point. I protect it as much as possible because that car has my money. If everything goes wrong, you have an item that you can sell. So take care of your cars. The other lesson I've learned, you guys, car dealers are not bad people. Car dealers, car sellers, they are not bad people. They are not. Car dealers are not bad people. Car dealers are not your enemies. Car dealers are good people. Car dealers are just businessmen. That's the one thing I've realized. Gorumbo ogende wa car dealer. Orume moroke wamuzijja kubaza bay. It depends on how they bought. Chiringana mwe mwina businesses zamwe. Bwogula ekintu expensively. Now ogenda kutunda ka bay because waguze ka bay. Bwogula cheaply ojja kutunda cheaply. And then one thing you have not learned that I ended up learning. Bana abasajja mbalaba. They have stakeholders in businesses. Nti yenga bwaba akola business. Akola ne ba broker, akola ne ba makanika. Otegera aba bantu bonna ne bakadde bana ab'oku street. N'abakola n'abaana aboze emmoroka. Omuntu bwagula emmoroka n'agiteeka mu kibanda oba mu bond. Their expenses ateekamu asasula license, asasula memberships, asasula rent, asasula okwoza emmoroka. They pay a lot of things. All those things increase the value of money. Now, this is the other thing that I learned on a math namuyizo mukola. Abantu abasinga kumweta munayiga mukola. Waliwo omukyala yambuza ata lwaki omuntu banguze emmoroka million 12 ate bw'aba agingulako agingulako 10 oba 8. Let me teach you this. Omuntu, if someone sells you a car at 12 million, you go back to sell it to him and he buys it at 8. He's not buying it to you at 8 because he has undervalued your car. No. If a person is selling a car at 12 million, he has profit there. He also has money that he has included as expenses. If, for example, a trader bought a car at 8 million, his expenses are 1 million. That makes 9 million. If he sells you a car at 12 million, the 3 million is profit. The other 2 million or 1 million is expenses. And then the other one is buying price. The car business is like any other business. If I buy this car at, let's say 21 millions, and I spend some extra money, let's say 500,000, and you come to buy it from me and I sell it to you at 23, there is profit involved, there is licenses involved, there is other expenses involved. So if you come back to sell me the same car and I want to buy it at 20 million, I've factored in depreciation because the time you've had the car, you've been driving it, right? So you have depreciated the car. So kati njigula kaka be yako because is the kenda ba mweri. Sikenda kagula ko ze naguza because ze naguza mwali mwa magoba. Atena bwokomeza we moroka. Nyina sende ze nyino jizam. Let me give you another example. There is a couple we bought a new with sometime this year. Ba kubide makanika wange yabagala jidda mujimuguza. Nagenda najigula twajigula million 8 kitundu. Makanika wange ajibaguzeeko 6 million. Today. Let me put this in English. There is a couple we helped buy a Noah earlier this year. We bought it 8.5. For some of you guys remember. They called my mechanic a couple of days ago. They wanted to sell the car. He offered to buy it from them. So he went today to see the car. He has bought it from them at 6 million. They bought it 8.5. He bought it 6 million. Let me tell you why he bought it 6 million. Emboroka bagitomeza. Bamazo gitomeza no kupipira. Okitegeera. So he's Actually, after buying it, he took it straight to the paint shop. He's going to spray it. Then afterwards, he will replace everything they did because the ignition coils were bad. So he has to replace them. He has to buy plugs. I think he also has to work on the suspension, because I've realized one thing about people in Uganda, especially owners, when they are going to sell their car, they don't work on anything. So of all those things, he's going to spend about 700,000 in spraying. That's 6 million. That makes 6.7. He'll buy plugs. He'll buy coils. That will almost go back to 8 million. So if you go to buy that car from him and he's selling 10 million or 11 million, he has factored in profit. He has factored in the amount of money I spent on spraying, mechanical work, and all that. So that's the one thing I've learned. The car business, where simply because your friend bought Ipsum at 5 million, don't think you're also going to buy it at 5 million. There are other things that are factored in. You get it? So kat waliwo nekibayita damage mu moroka empya nti moroka ebbanga lyemaze mu bond. All those are expenses. Bwerwawera naye ajja giseeramu. Okitegeera? So those are some of the lessons I've learned in 2023 as I've been doing inspections for people. Also nga Subaru eneyitawo ekuba kerere ekuba amasasi, I've learned that it's not the noise of the engine that inspires the speed. It's the driver. Mbadde mpise moroka mu 10 yange eno. So I've also learned to be honest. Honesty goes a long way in getting you opportunities. I've learned that everyone can be useful in your life. Don't tosanga muntu no munyoma. Then the other thing I've learned, be honest, don't lie. Mweba people mbagambye ko ku bantu abanimbye sente zibayine ezogule moroka neri kutugule moroka etali nungi nnyo nenga ati aliguze moroka ennungi nnyo senga abadde ayongeddemu kasente. Okitegera? Because once you tell me I have 12 million, I want you to buy a car 11 because I know the 1 million has to do extra things. Once you tell me I have 15 million, era abantu abaguze nange moroka mbadde mu kiraba, I want you to buy a car 13. Okitegera? Because I want you to keep the car 2 or 1 million on you for you to do some extra things, because the moroka enkadde nebweba ya bond na yonkadde ejja kubaamu obwokukola. It's important to keep some money. Then the other thing that I've learned that I also want to teach you, okujjako ng'okola ebintu ebiri essential, like nze moroka yange omanyi lwaki nagiwanika, because ene moroka mpya saagala ebeeko weekuuta wonna. The other bits that I had, all that was already done for it. Okitegeera? So this one saagala yeekuute because the moroka mpya saagala yeekuute. That's why I raised it a little. Why I put plugs? Mostly for the fuel consumption. Okitegeera? So tewe kubanjawulo. This life is yours. The car is going to be yours. You're spending your money. Then the other thing I've also learned, try as much as possible to avoid buying cheap Sientas. Zine moroka za feza CVT. Avoid buying cheap CVT cars. Sienta, Vitz, Fielder, the new Wish, the new Nuwa, the new Subarus. All those cars are CVT. Raktis. Gwebruosange moroka CVT nga ya raisi. There is a problem with it. I'm telling you this. Buluwono sange moroka CVT nga ya raisi manyanyini ye mutamye. CVT cars, first thing you need to understand about CVT cars. CVT cars have power. CVT cars save fuel. Of course, my Corolla is much. My Corolla jireke. Era Bashiri, Corolla yange jireke si kyatunda. Mujireke moroka yange ebere waawo. Bulwe nabeera ngange embere nkutemu nga nvuga Corolla yange. Bulwe nabeera nganga muze ne munfunza. Ne mugula emoroka jemba nina nga nvuga Corolla yange. Temugikwata nako. Era nono omwana agivuga Uber bwana atuka nga agikoye nga mugamba zawali emoroka yange bagifuwe nga bagifuwa rangi. Ingini bwene kuwa nga ngulenda nga nteekamu. Buli muntu ajja kubaako n'akantu ke kaaterekaawo ak'obukadde. The legacy. Abaana bange baliraga bazzukulu bange. Daddy yavuganga eyo, jjajja wammwe yavuganga eyo Corolla nga yakatuzaala. Okitegeera endalo zonna mugenda muzingulako. Embeera bwe nkwata mu Corolla keebeeraawo. Anyway, what lessons have you learned for you guys that have bought cars with me or with other people? I know that some of you have been able to buy good cars even without going with me because of the knowledge that we share here. Ntiamagezo ogafuna noga kwesa bulungi, and I'm really happy. Like Eddie Tunes yagula Ipsum ye yagala yagana okumpa akasente n'agenda ne yagala eyo n'agula moroka yekka. Okitegeera naye yagala Eddie Tunes ani omulala. There is someone here else told me waliwo omulala yakagula Vista The good thing is you guys actually tell me. Waliwo omulala yakagula wishi, waliwo omulala yagula Subaru n'agireta ne muteramu ne tracker. Bane mwe bagayi mwe bale kumpagira. Naye the biggest support that you can give me today is watching my show The Cafe. For the guys that don't know, I'm a producer of film, TV shows. Nina show eri ku Pal Magic loko bagiyita The Cafe. Era gali eri ku sawa 2 ez'ekiro. For the guys that have Go TV, eri ku channel 302. For those that have DSTV, eri ku channel 142. Gendo olabe The Cafe sawa 2 ez'ekiro. Inja repeat yayo ya sawa 8 n'ekitundu. Ku Sunday twina repeat sawa 8 n'ekitundu. Olabe The Cafe obompagida episode y'olwaleero eyo cha fire. Era njagala kwanguwa ngende ntuuke waka naabe bulungi ntule mu ddiiro ndabe The Cafe. So for the guys that have not watched The Cafe, this is your chance to actually support your brother. Naye nga bannange comment nga siraba comment zinekweseeko oba temuwandiika. Muleka olaba comment zino zibadde zibuze mbadde siraba ndabe nga nyingi. Lindako okay ndabye wano wenabadde nkomye. Okay, I'm good. Mubiru Abdurrahim zibadde zekwese. Next year I'm sending someone, but she's a lady though too picky in numbers. Ayagala rakti sajja kujja tugende tugule. You will tell me what budget she has. Nenga kati abagala izo raktis na recommend ze tugende mu board. Amazima you tell me your budget nenda oba nsoro kufunira mu busuubuzi. Naye na mukadde alwanye entalo Nathan ate na mukadde kati yakampa sente weeks 3. Omwana ta defaulting nga sente zange azimpa mu budde buli lwakusatu nga kasente kange kayingirawo kati ninze lwakusatu lujja kalike yampadde kawedde wanti ebikujjuko akasente kange era bwana akowe muruka nga mgajimpe nga njitwala nga bajifuwa langi nga njiza mu parking for sure you're helping out abafere boze mmotoka mwe emoroka embibazoza banaye munansonyo comment zino mbadde ebedda zekwese okitegeera. Joan, I trust your Athava inspection and your principles are top notch. Amina. Hi Sammy. Yusuf Sulaiman, exactly. Power is what I meant. Kuba, I do a lot of long journeys. Kana kamoro ka Yusuf kaduka kano. Oh, atela katambula. Wow, you always inspire me, my brother. Is there Alteza Outback? No, tell you Alteza Yalkumbitan. After Godwin next year, we are getting another ride. Moroke indala discussion making is always hard for many heads. Na ye njagala ka primo 210 bagiseera bitya. My budget is 25. Linda ko jagule kozeko oyina gule kozeko 25 naye nga nayo yakunoonya nnyo because 25 zigula 260 naye primo muziseera kano ka vitsi kaleke baba. Joan jango ogule vitsi yange nze sigana sikuinako obuzibu come and pay ogende weeyagale. Central Forex just en moroka sinza gibalaga wabweru for privacy. Era ne moroka najiteka mu ceramic tint nze ndabe ebiri abali ebweru tebandaba wabeyi. Editunes kyekiriwo man bagibanja mmeka Editunes gireke byamabanja bireke gwe kyomanya bamanja naye siti amabanja. Nga Yesu ye mubezi wange siti amabanja. Central Forex how are you? Bayiga Anet Arthur kati mu 15 zange basobola okumpa empya mu boni n'ensasula mpola. Naye bajja kuwa mbuno obumotoka obutonotono. Obumotoka obutonotono. Pablo Henry. Nva mu gym nva kwata mu just the romba de sinyo mu mudu. Naye nenkwata mu katono. Nkozeko bu shoulder katono sigenze ku bench. They stole my uncle's Corolla in 2016 at night. I remember it was a UHJ. Baji Bachiro. I was there that night. Era tugule tracker. If they can steal old cars, how about new cars? Nzera Nathan nzene unyo muntu atateka tracker mu moroka. Gwe nobera nga security ekisumuluzo. Mujja chiwuli. Ata I need an alarm. I mean Mbuya, please connect me with your person. My car is pushed to start. Wish 2010. Okay Samuel. Just text me. Nkweze technician agitekemu. Clip Films Arthur enyimba zikole video tukulabenga. Video njagalo zikola ne man. Video sijazifuna mukuba music simuli munyo. Kade nyimba zange zino zonna muzira bangenda zisa mu TV show zange. Ngabo mwaraba bugu mwaro episode yali mu bugu mu yali fire. Ka nyimba zange zonna zigenda mu show zange. Editunes ali wa Ipsam ye erietya ngenda mu farming. Editunes wagano gamba abantu Hello Arthur, greetings and everyone. Johnson, how are you? Amina. Joan, gwe mpereza message ku WhatsApp ebintu byaffe tubiteese. Actually gwe saagala nakula mulira njagala ojje otule mu mmotoka tugitambuliremu ffenna bw'otagisiima tugende tugule endala. Eyange sijinaako buzibu. Bw'otagisiima nga tugenda tunoonya endala ng'oguleeyo gy'oba osiimye. Enjoze eno si njoze ne moroka gireke no gireka. Arthur, Primo Super or Mark 2 grand 8 to 10 million. Which one? Gombe semuto gula ha. Nene Primo Super na yenywa. Na ati Mark 2 grand manyo ja kunywanga emitwalo ngeena. Kwena kitundu ge mazima. Leonard Kayondo, how are you? Cancel Patrick. Comment ongenda jinonya naye kasijirabe. Hi Patrick Onyait, how are you? Did you put the ceramic tint on the windscreen? Windscreen sateka kuna teka butesi wano. Windscreen musobola okunnengera naye temujja kunnengera naye oba nteekeko wano at least halfway mubenga temundaba yadde. Arthur, what's the minimum for Spatio 2017 used? Beera ne million nga 16. Teweeronda namba because Spatio eziri mu katale ezisinga eza raisi ziri mu UAC, UAT, awe watyo osobola okufuna UAZ. By deal 16. But Arthur, Corolla 10 UAK at 5 million omuntu aba ayita. Oyita nnyo! Gwe gikebere Johnson olabenga nnungi oyita nnyo. Emmotoka eze million 5 tezikyalabika nga nnungi. Okitegeera. Kanoonya Cancel Patrick noonya comment yo sinagiraba. Kangende mpola mpola. But you guys, tomorrow is 31st. What are you going to do for the night? Ogenda kuba okola ki? Kandabe Patrick noonya comment yo sinagiraba. Samuel Tuvyasingula, Pablo, Central Forex, Paulo, Cancel Patrick ngasiraba ngena no basibula awa yange yawezedda. Cancel Patrick, is Spatio UBA worth 19 million? Kati Cancel simanyi na kyakuddamu. Gwe kyomamanya emmoroka ezimu kuziri overpriced. Mulimu Spatio, mulimu Primo new model, then old model, mulimu IST. Moroka buli overpriced. So gikebere gwe kasiteba nga checking all the boxes you pay. Because the moroka ezitambulira awo million 19. Actually 19 ina ebeera na ne 19 is okay. Nego kyomanya abantu bagula UAZ million 18. Cancel Patrick. So 19 for UBA is okay. Just make sure it's in ebirala byonna bi checking out. Ate webanga UBA nga it's a 1.5 liter engine. Oyita nnyo. Kuba basinga ziri mu 1.8 ezo zibatunda layisi mukko. So kansoma amanya bannange Herbert Pade nabala abade ku broadcast namwe abali mu Kamoli. I don't take it for granted. Even the people that are watching this broadcast either tomorrow or in 2024, I don't take it for granted. Thank you. Abe, Isaac Mwesigwa, Mutumba Pade, Aloyo Joan Jojo, Deep in Coffee, Paul Banalia, Funny Lifestyle, Nathan, Hamim, Baita Anet, Antonio, Clip Films Editunes, Steve Barros, Paul Banalia, Henrique, Chigozi Stanley, Conceited, Cancel Patrick Asiku, Mugalasi Joshua, Atura Pa Oloya, Seka Jajon, Gift Bafechi Barije. Wabadobuza Paso Sete from the bond. Paso Sete rimu million 2,728 depending on where you're buying and what model you're buying. Amamba tunana satu mwebili. But gwe bompase neza ngeza pre-purchase inspection gwe tofayo gwe bidalango bikwasa kisenyi na kisenya abikolako. King Daniels, Paul Banale na kumaze Yusuf Sulaiman, Nathan, Sami, Oluka Naboth, Nsanji Phone Solutions, Central Forex Command, Jeremy. Arthur, how can one capitalize on comprehensive insurance to upgrade their car? Jeremy, now this is a question. Let me answer you here. For you to use comprehensive insurance to upgrade your car, this is one thing I'll tell you. It's illegal, but it's the best. You park your car somewhere, okay, where it is very secure. Don't go beyond what you told them. Steal everything. Steal everything. Baka amatala, baka emipira, bine bipesa bibbe, bamu radio bijibbe mu buli kimu bitwalo bikweke wala nnyo ate kati gwe Jeremy you have a camera bwe buzibu kamera zitte zibenga zafa kuba kati bajja kugamba you have cameras ababbi baliwa oba secho setting ababbi basetting giteke mune aramu bajje n'ebintu bannange this is illegal bannange don't try this at home but Jeremy ambuziza bwateka comprehensive ku motoka akola ati okwa upgrading emmoroka ye nchikuwa gerango mwaka guli ya makati kati kansubire wagula comprehensive wamugula na agent because ubawa genda mu insurance direct bayinza obutakuwa sente tegeka ababbibo nga bakute ne mundu ngiri joina camera because now you have evidence bajje n'ebimundu ebintu bininga ebyo oba ebisososo Ranange, this is for entertainment purposes only. Disclaimer. We take abantu. Jeremy, this is illegal, but this is the best way. Take abantu abalinga ababbi bajje n'ebisososo bajje nga mubalengera ne madirisa kamera zibalabe bajje bakwate ebisoba biwagalira mu lujja kwa bayogere noko mugeze mufulume tubatemeteme basumulula amataala basumulule biki batwaleko n'olujirumu balikawo omulebe gw'emmoroka ng'ogende ku police reporting okuba ebifaananyi ogende mu insurance ogambe emmoroka yange baagibbyeko buli kimu bagenda kuwa sente bajja kuwa sente obere ne evidence nti ababbi bazze ne bawagala n'amajambiya muki gwe tofayo aba insurance tebajja laba video eno ate ono Jeremy gwenjogera nesi we Uganda we Kenya so bawagala ebijambiya gobere ne evidence nti ababbi bazze ne babba gobatwalire ne footage bagaye banenza ababbi n'adesola fuluma nga balina ebijambiya batutatemu abadde mwagala bajja kuwa sente gwakozesa na agent bajja kuwa sente zigula ebintu byonna kati wa sente bakuwadde zigula bintu bya model yongo yagala ku upgrade ngateeka ko model obe moroka 210 mwagala jifuna 213 gwe yongera kaka sente gendo gula ebintu bya 210 bine ebintu bitunde you have upgraded the car but it is illegal. Pablo Henry, Samuel Turia Singura, Pasco Joseph, Johnson Lubinga, Aloyo Joan Jojo atera Jeremy jakubo tuyameko faba insurance batusasura faba third party niye nange nozo koisa comprehensive na yera bwemba wateka comprehensive ku motoka yange bangenda kola akakodyo bandi wakola akakodyo otherwise gwe no sasura comprehensive million 2 omwaka guno notabako choba no gujja no sasura million 2 notabako choba ogeno mara emyaka mukaga nge million mukaga zoba wadezi kuli muruki na nenga gwe toyina choba funamu kakole Leonard Kayondo, Council Patrick, Onyait Patrick, Kazoba BL, ani ono gwe bakwekedde message bannange. Joan agaye by the other what's your WhatsApp number? Joan, my WhatsApp number is in the description. Balvids. Ate Joan nange nsobola okubanja wadde nange bamanja. We pass on the date like this. Nange nkubanja opako zompadde ne nkubanja nange. Deep in coffee tumuhimbise Darius Kamukama Godwin abagambye you are all invited for a night prayer at KCC grounds Lugogo on 31st December tomorrow. Amina baba ise mugende musabe. Darius agambye but I need a new happy new year. Amina nuwo jakufuna ani Baiga Anet nakumazedda Mwesigwa Isaac Joshua Mugarasi Isaac Mwanje Arthur maximum respect happy new year. Amina Gerald happy new year to you too. Amima agambe kitufu oli director banaite museke ebintu abana babikola neka kati gochobo manya that's the best way to upgrade your kango ina comprehensive insurance otherwise gobo noge nanga gobo limako bagabira bugabizi sente bwe ngato ina choba funamu ujja kwejjusa ndaba wana akamoro kakavits kafananira ddala kangi naye yakasako gadi oba gadi yasako yaki gadi yemu atena che protecting why muntu wa motoka ye naye bagayi muloza lwaki sibasibula nenga Jeremy don't forget my tips. Don't forget you want to upgrade. Actually mwena abagule moroka na dareza bond bwogule moroka ngatakusanyusiza bulungi ojagala ka matara amapya oyagala ke emipira gwegenda ogule comprehensive bera mu mezo ogw'omunana nga wakagula comprehensive the 8th month wofuna ababbibe ebijambiya moroka nefu okulanga eri mu security buli kimu tracker bichi choyinza no I think I should do a film about this. Gwe choyinza nokukola nkole film engeje tasola kola bintu bya bank robbery tujja kola film nga yakubba motoka tukole film nga protagonist ye Arthur agula comprehensive nga yagala ku upgrading motoka it's a ploy nyena jiwandika. Getting a car to the airport gave me headache. Kati I want my Vitz Arthur. Jangu Joan. Jangu actually Joan isenga tunakanya no nyongera mu nakasenta akalala. Nkutere mune ku extra nyino obuntu we mali kole moro kenu. Na yegwe bonsanyusa ngambo kukolera kweganga Joan oyita kuba ne bagamba chichino. But anyway guys, I will see you tomorrow tomorrow Sunday. Njabala bencho olweggulu. Tomorrow evening broadcast ino kubawo na ro. Naye enchando za ngenda bamva mu gym. Ngenda bamva kusitula mu manyi gym is part of me. Olumunga yala nene ngenda bamva mu gym. Tomorrow I will look more heavier. Nja kuba mfana na Hulk. But anyway, I wish you a very lovely day. Happy New Year Isaac. Mwe encha mu inobera mu ngambe happy New Year. Encha mu inokubera temwera bila baina Go TV ne DSTV ngene mulabe cafe today evening. Pal Magic Loco channel 302 Go TV channel 140 DSTV. I wish you a very lovely evening. See you tomorrow. Mr. What messages ekwese wano ngana zimanyi okwekweka akatolaba Scofield badde yekwese. Isaac Mwalia, happy new year. Mwesigwa Isaac, what's the gas per mileage like on your Vitz so far? Empa 15 to 16, which is very good by the way. 15 to 16 abamu kumwe mubeera kati mwabambera chanja nsimanya mbera kisasi kitegeeza olunaku oba okozesa 15 mu Vitz eno okitegere mwababeeraawo enkumi ezo because it gives me 16 kilometers. Kati kitegeeza bwoba obeera kisasi it's less than even 10 kilometers to town. N'etaano tozimalaawo okitegeera. Arthur, how is the Primo new model? Very good Scofield. Mwe bagayi kambasiwule nyina okugenda ndabe cafe ate nyina okubanga maze okunaaba miringa neti sokola cafe. I wish you mukulu, do you know YouTube hid my comment? Nedandi comment ebadde yekwese yokanjira be deep in coffee. Primo Super or Mark 2 grand. Eyo jogamba Primo Super or Mark 2 grand. Deep in coffee. I would tell you to buy a Mark 2 grand because it's much more comfortable. The Primo consumes a little less fuel, but it's not worth it because etolako katono gula Mark 2 grand. Atera once you have a car you can manage. Mweba guy. Kamba sibule. Thank you Henry for reminding them. Cafe what time Arthur? Cafe Ragasawa Billy 8 p.m. Ugandan time. Pal Magic Loco DSTV 142 Go TV 302. Bye guys. Bye. See you tomorrow evening. Ciao.